legacy of Caribbean Carnival and celebrate the sacred grounds of the Jocelyn Arndell Festival Village. This space, rich with history and culture, is a testament to the resilience, creativity, and unity of St. Martin people. It is a beacon of our national identity and a celebration of our collective heritage. Carnival in the Caribbean has its roots in a deep history of cultural expression and liberation, emerging from Afro-Caribbean resistance to colonial oppression. Carnival began as a vibrant, defiant act of self-expression, shaped by African traditions and European influences, and the indomitable spirit of the people who turned adversity into art. Over the centuries, this celebration evolved, becoming a cornerstone of Caribbean identity, a grand showcase of music, dance, artistry, and community spirit. Here in St. Martin, the journey of Carnival is a tapestry woven with dedication and vision of countless individuals who saw not just an event, but a legacy. Born out of a desire to create a sacred space to honor the traditions of our burgeoning Carnival culture, this house was created with the ultimate vision to create a space to honor our Carnival history and create a space for arts and culture. Thus, the Jocelyn Arndell Festival Village embodies a vision, a space dedicated to preserving and elevating our cultural events. Its history is one of perseverance and triumph. The Jocelyn Arndell Center Village has seen many iterations and locations, starting from the locations behind Caribbean Lumber, the ballpark, and transitioning to the grounds of the Sundial School, what is known as the Sundial School. This space, those spaces, while temporarily laid the foundations for the permanent home of what we now cherish. The transformation of the land into the Jocelyn Arndell Festival Village we know today was made possible through the unwavering commitment of individuals like Raoul Illich, whose efforts in land filling and creating the first stage were pivotal. Mr. Illich's determination alongside the support of others thwarted plans to convert this area in a land space to house warehouses. Thus, this stance led to preserving these grounds for a sanctuary for carnival and cultural celebration. Equally instrumental was the task force of 1984, formed during a critical juncture when the future of carnival hung in balance. This group, comprising of stalwarts like Celeste Bobatui, Kit Franca, Michael Ferrier, Michel Deher, just to name a few, united to ensure that Carnival not only survived, but thrived. Each task member had its specific roles. Mr. Celeste Bobastui's efforts focused on standardizing booth through continuity to the festival village and stage for its enduring success. Other pivotal names instrumental in the continuity: Reggie Pantoflet, Stanley Smith, Jocelyn Arndell, hence the name, Michel Deher, Mr. Wally Haberton, Arnett Scott, Lexi, and the list is endless. The Jocelyn Arndell Festival Village stands today as more than a venue. It's a symbol of our cultural pride, a testament to the importance of a national event having a permanent home. This house for culture allows for traditions to flourish, evolve, and inspire generations. It has hosted countless events, from local celebrations to international acts, welcoming tens of thousands and showcasing St. Martin's unique cultural offerings on a global stage. Even in the face of challenges such as devastating impacts of Hurricane Irma and the global pandemic, the festival village has endured. This resilience mirrors the indomitable spirit of our people, a community that rebuilds, renews, and reinvents itself, ensuring that our culture remains vibrant and alive. As we look to the future, the planned renovations and improvement to this space are a promise that the Jocelyn Arndell Festival will continue to be a pillar of our cultural landscape. It is a blueprint of the region, demonstrating how we as a small island can create something extraordinary, something that speaks to the heart of who we are. Let us honor the legacy of those who made this possible and recommit ourselves to preserving and promoting our culture. In doing so, we ensure that Carnival remains not just an event, but a profound expression of our identity, celebration of who we are, and what we aspire to be.
Today marks a day. At the beginning, I lost hope because I went through the tendering process twice, winning them both, and we're here today. Finally, finally. Nevertheless, you can't cry over spilled milk. We're here today. Thank God for that. First off, I'll start by saying we're demolishing 13 booths, which will be fully renovated, reconstructed. Our booths will come into new renovation look, come up to new era, new big tiles, exhaust fan, new painting, upgrading of the stage, the roofing, and painting of the roof and painting of the booths, bring it up to shape. Furthermore, I'm just happy to be here at my age, executing such projects for government, being here around 3 years now, and reaching to this magnitude. It's a real honor. And yeah, sometimes I pinch myself, like, wow, look how far I make it by the support of my father, my family, my friends. We're right here. We're doing what we do. We're doing what we love. Third generation. The making. This is where I'm to now.
On behalf on behalf of the board and dedicated volunteers, members of the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation, it is with much pride and gratitude that I stand here today at the Jocelyn Arndell Festival Village, our beloved Carnival Village, to mark the start of a long-awaited reconstruction of the booths damaged by Hurricane Irma. In 2005, when this facility was first designed, the government of St. Martin sought the expertise of the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation. They recognize that the village is not merely a venue, it's a home, it's a site, tireless memories where a vibrant culture and tradition come alive each carnival season. It is a motherhood of tradition carnival that once stood here, built from wood and held love from each and every one of St. Martin people. Today, this SCDF, rents this facility like everyone else. So getting those boots back online is a financial input to the SCDF. For this, the village holds special place in our heart. We are the biggest user and the soul in everything we do. In this foundation upon which we host a magic of St. Martin Carnival, the largest cultural event in the northern Eastern Caribbean. The venue deserves to shine, not to be bandaged or covered with flaws, but with a glorious and rivalrous look to see what this village can offer. Thanks to the dedicated of the Prime Minister who had keep his word, reconstruction begins today. The work being undone, e.g., the part of the venue will be restored, and not only for us, but for the people of St. Martin, but also for thousands of visitors who comes here, especially for Carnival, on Mark Energy. It will be made a whole again. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution of the former president, Mr. Stuart Johnson, who ensured that the foundation always have a seat at the table to discuss a venue that was built in the image of Carnival. Stuart understood the importance of preserving the tradition while laying the groundwork for the future progress of that we depend and grateful for. Looking ahead, the SVA here already awarded all our booths for Carnival 2025. This means Carnival is coming. We will have a full festival village, the largest outdoor restaurant in the Caribbean, ready to welcome locals and visitors alike. It was once again become vibrant space for food, music, culture, and togetherness. The great unfortunate experience that we are for now. This moment has been long to come. We are now looking forward to unveil and restore the festival village that honored the past while embracing the future. Together, let us ensure a space continue entertaining, connecting with uplift and our community.
Today marks a historical day for the commencement of the long-awaited repairs of the festival village. As you would know, the festival village was damaged with the passing of Hurricane Irma. If one would look at the venue, you would ask yourself, how could this have got damaged? But to explain in a nutshell, a container flew over here from the Little League ballpark, landed on top of those boots, and it was even rolled over and came here. So I myself, with the forces, just to give you an idea of the forces that were experienced by Hurricane Irma, how the damage was sustained. And then if that wasn't enough, another container flew over there from the side of the receiver's office. If you could see, there's a light pole that got damaged. So it was actually 2 containers that damaged the venue. So the venue on itself is very resilient and hurricane resistant. The venue didn't got damaged due to the wind forces of the hurricane, but due to flying debris, mainly a 40-foot container on this side, another 40-foot container on that side. But the boots itself, the bleacher building, the stage, they sustained no damages due to the passing of Hurricane Irma. So thanks to where we are now, if all would know, the boot have some 79, the venue have some 79 boots. Phase 1 of these boots were realized in 2007 when the 79 boots were erected. And then the bleacher building here to my left, to my right, was completed in 2008. The damages, despite the damages sustained by Hurricane Irma, months after, government found it fit, together with the Ministry of Romy, to place some 63 families inside of this venue. So the venue has been multifunctional. It has been multifunctional over the years. We have seen funeral ceremonies being hosted here. Wakes are being organized here. Church services has been ongoing in the bleacher building and all over the venue. As customary, despite the setback, our big bacchanal event known as Carnival has been ongoing. And thanks to SCDF, they has been also very creative in closing off this area to still make it look like, I would say, a dressed up wall. The challenge is to get this where we are today. I'd like to, first of all, thank Prime Minister Mercelina, who took the bull by the horns and he said, hey, listen, Kurt, come, this is the people's patrimony. This is our cultural heritage. What has to be done for it to get done? So I explained PM the steps that had to be taken. PM took the bull by the horn. It was a low-hanging fruit, and it was done. So PM, thank you for that. And a hand of applause to you for that. Insurance funds to the tune of 1.4 million guilders will be made available to this venue. That was also based on appraisal report that was carried out by ICE, Independent Consulting Engineers. And the scope of works entails the demolishing and the rebuilding of 13 boots. Also the retiling of all 79 boots, the upgrading of the boots, because there has been some concern in the past from the health department that the boots should be outfitted with 2 face basins, one to wash hand and one to in the kitchen area. So that issue would also be addressed. So in actuality, we kind of squeeze the funds during the bidding process to get the best for our buck. So I'd like to thank the contractor, Limitless Infrastructure, in the person of Mr. Jordan Holly and his father, Marlon Holly. I know the project went on bid twice. I know you had all rights when a project goes on bid for the first time. Your price is practically out there in the public because the numbers were made public. And if it goes on bid another time, you have a right to take government to court. So put it in your back pocket so you know for the next time. But the reason why the project went on bid twice, I don't know what to say. I guess you only had a right name or whatever, but I will leave that there for now. So I get myself in trouble, but I just telling you what's what. But sometimes I'm the kind of person, I say I am not taking no blame for nobody. Because when push come to shove, I want my name to be clear. The project, as we see it, SOG will also be a partner. Stichting Overheidsgebouwen, who manages the venue, will also be a partner. SOG has always been a partner all along. SOG, with the little means in the income from the rental proceeds, has been keeping the venue alive despite having a management agreement in place. But our honorable PM assured us that that would be put in place very soon. So that's why we had a little delay, because we had a prior meeting talking about money. So that all is going to be taken care of. So SCG all along has been keeping the venue up to par. Even after the passing of Hurricane Irma, SCG carried out repairs to the roof of the stage. SCG carried out repairs to the roof of the bleacher building and the various booths. But at a given point in time, you can have so much as your income in so much as your expenditures. At a given point in time, the assistance of government was needed in order to make sure that we take the venue back to where it's supposed to be, and also as outlined by STDF. The reconstruction works on itself will take approximately 4 months to be completed. So it will be completed in time for Carnival, Mr. Rajuki. So you could rest assured that that will be the case. Mr. Holly, could you give me a guarantee on that now? Sorry?
Yes.
You heard that, Mr. Rajuki, huh? Okay, good. So Jordan, you know it is. So, but the planning did indicate at the end of February, or eventually, bad weather. But Limitless is a reliable contractor, so rest assured the works will be completed on time. So it will be completed by mid to the end of March, just in time for Carnival. The venue does be handed over to STDF the first week of April, around, I think for next year, it will be handed over around the 7th to the 8th of April to STDF. So everything will be completed in time. So I would like to also, in closing, to thank the team that is involved with this project. Engineer Baku Maynard, will you be Baku? Put your hands up. That's Mr. Maynard, project manager within the Department of New Projects. I don't do everything myself, so Mr. Maynard is in charge of the daily activities of the project. I have also a team consisting of Mr. Hendrikus Ekema, head of facility affairs. He is head of the project management team. Mr. Ekema, where are you? He left? Okay, but he's also part of the team. And Mr. Shimaro Eustace, he is here? No, he left as well. So I would like to thank you guys for your dedicated time and input in making this project a reality. Together, we can get it done, and it's a team effort. And I do thank you, one and all, for coming out, and have a good afternoon.
When I took over office as Prime Minister, I realized that we as a country were failing. And after 6 months, I understood why we are failing in all dimensions with our country. And I want to share that with you. When I assumed the responsibility to become the leader of this country, I had in my head a few very important things that I think must happen in the 4 years coming, and I dare to expose them to you. So I will be accountable, and probably on one or two I will fail, but from now on, no guts, no glory, we will never get there. One of them is, for example, our carnival village, as we call it in our community. But we had more. We started as being the victim of Hurricane Irma. This is an example of a victim of Hurricane Irma that has not been taken care of since Hurricane Irma. Another one I had was the airport. You see, we have struggled 7 years to get that airport going. Another one was that I was walking in a building called the hospital, seeing that for years nothing was going on with the construction of the hospital that I so dreamed of to have for the people of my country. The one bothering me now is, of course, GEBE, in which everything imploded in my face while I just took office for Country St. Martin. And I have a big one coming, and that is our dilapidated infrastructure road network for Country St. Martin. How I experience my time that I have been in office is that I have every day the feeling that I'm trying to shine a block of diamond every day, but the next day I come to office, I realize that it's not shining enough the way I left it the day before. And what our problem is in our country is that we shine on the day that we are busy with that project. And once we turn our back to it, we never more going to think if it's still shining as it has to be. And I think that is one of the lacking insufficiency of our style of living in St. Martin, that we start with something great and then all of a sudden it becomes like normal and we start neglecting it. And what we do in this country is always use, overabuse, and drop. And I'm standing here today saying this because I hope after this investment, that is a relatively big investment for country St. Martin, that we can look back and say we didn't only reconstruct it, but we took good care of it too. But these are nice sentences, and the formula, I think, I thought very long about it. How, once we polish a diamond, how can we leave it shine every day? We cannot shine it, expose it to the weather conditions, and think that tomorrow it will be in the same condition that we left it yesterday. So what we as a community has to do is start talking in the term of me, my, and I for things that we think are for you and for them. This Carnival Village is my Carnival Village. Cleaning St. Martin is my island. Taking care of maintenance of buildings in St. Martin is for my perception of how my island should look. And that is the way we have to transform our mindset from theirs to ours. And I'm asking you all here today, and I'm being misunderstood in government. Yesterday they even called me Fidel Castro because I often say my government building, my government, my roads, my Carnival Village. And as long you walk with that pride, you're going to see things that you would not like to see, but you're going to work on them to make that for tomorrow you will not see them anymore. So what we have to do, we have to commit, not like be proud to be a St. Martiner as such, but assume your responsibility as a citizen of this country also to make sure that you are accountable for the shining of your island. So we have to change the mindset of it's theirs, it's the Carnival Village, it's the roads, it's government, to transform it into a we concept, our concept. From me, it's mine. And don't interpret it as being egocentric, interpret it as a tool to actually stimulate the growth of love for your country. And if you are living in a beautiful living room and I'm sharing that living room with you and it's beautiful too, I think both of us are going to enjoy that living room even more. I want to thank all stakeholders that are here today. I'm very proactive. Sometimes they get very tired of me in that government building with decision making. But I think that's the only way, again, to shake up everybody, wake up everybody, say, guys, we're losing time. The world is passing next to us. And we are gifted, we are blessed to have a St. Martin, and we are taking it for granted. And I think it's time now to realize that we have to give St. Martin the right that it deserves by assuming our responsibility as a citizen of this country. I want to once more thank all stakeholders that actually contributed their part for us to have this great moment today. And of course, the weight is just like the progress of St. Martin is on my shoulders, limitless. The big weight now is on your shoulders. As of now till April, you will feel how a prime minister feels every day. So I assume and I hope and I'm convinced that you're going to do, of course, what you have to do to make it happen. And we are going to continuously also thinking next, fixing the structure, realizing that it has a function, it has a purpose, And the idea is that it has to be the heartbeat of our heritage and our culture and the way we as a people live with each other in St. Martin. And that mindset also we're going to work on together to give this complex more just the idea that there are some line up booths next to each other. It has to become a multifunctional building that is going to serve the people. That at certain moment you will think at home, what should we do today, Sunday? Shouldn't we go with the family and enjoy what is ours? Leave the children, run around, have something to eat, organize some activities, and make it happen to include everybody. The only way to be successful in a country is if you can give every citizen the feeling of being co-owner of whatever he or she uses. Carnival Village, you have to become, as a citizen, co-owner of it. Airport is finished. I pressed them. I told them I give you till November to open this airport. Otherwise, I'm going to fire you all. They did it. But now they feel that they are co-owners. I'm proud to go pick up visitors. The first question I'm asking, what's your impression about my airport? Why? Because I'm very proud to be a citizen of this country. And the same I want for the Carnival Village. I want people to come and enjoy it on Sunday and think, hey guys, it was a nice day. What was your impression about this Carnival Village? I discussed it also with the SOG, Stichting Overheidsgebouwen. I told them it's not only about making the wall straight and the roof waterproof. We're going to do landscaping too. We're going to make it a inclusive complex that is going to serve everybody in this country. Once more, each of you being stakeholder and actually all citizens of St. Martin, but especially the big stakeholders now to make it happen. Thank you once more, and we are looking forward to a great progress for Country St. Martin. I'm committing Carnival Village. I'm committing hospital. I am committing to improve education in St. Martin. I'm committing to have probably a museum at the end of my tenure for Country St. Martin. And I'm committing to have a inclusive community for St. Martin at the end of my tenure. Thank you very much.
So today we have just finished our ceremony for the demolition of the Carnival Village. The 13 booths were going to get redone. The Honorable Prime Minister just came and did the first touch for us for the work ahead. We had a great blessing today from rain, but it didn't stop us. And we're proceeding with the construction phase now, renovation and upgrading of the Carnival Village for the people of St. Martin.